The future in the past. But how can we have the future in the past? Have you ever thought about that? Let's have a look at it. It's very easy. Now, when you're narrating stories or talking about something that happened to you, it's of course something from the past, something in the past. And sometimes when you are narrating, you mention something that is going to happen, okay? Like, I'll give you an example in Spanish. El fin de semana pasado, cuando estábamos reunidos con mi familia, mi tío comentó que a la siguiente semana se iban a ir de visita a la casa de mi otro tío. I'm inventing an example right now. So, que se iban a ir a visitar a mi otro tío, it's a future in the past. So, it's very common, and more often than not, you need to use these type of structures. So, let's have a look at some structures for you to analyze the future in the past. Last time I met her, she was leaving for the new job in Italy the following day. So I met her in the past. I'm talking about last time I met her. But she was living in the future, comparing the future from the time I was meeting her, right? So that is a present continuous, something that she had arranged with, like the job and probably the plane company. She had her ticket and everything, and all her life organized for leaving the country. They ran to say they would be with us by 10 o'clock, but then their flight was canceled. So again, the being with us is a moment that really, in our narration, is future, right? Okay. Future in the past follows the same basic rules as the future simple. Like would is used in all the situations where you would use will in the future, and going to for plans, okay? Sometimes you can use both, talking about predictions, because you know that some predictions are based on evidence and some others are not. So look at some examples. I told you he was going to come. That's a plan. I knew Julie would make dinner, like decision, voluntary action. Jane said Sam was going to bring his sister with him, but he came alone. That's another plan. I had a feeling that the vacation was going to be a disaster. Prediction based on evidence. He promised he would send a postcard from Egypt. Promise. So you see, we respect all the rules that you already know from the future tenses, the simple ones. Here's something important that in general we make mistakes because of Spanish influence. Sí, es típico confundir por influencia del español y usar futuro en oraciones que tienen expresiones de tiempo. Y ahí no van. Por ejemplo, cuando decimos en español, cuando sea grande, cuando termine de estudiar, cuando, como es futuro, creemos que tenemos que usarlo con una estructura de futuro. Pero siempre que tenemos las palabras de tiempo, que aquí están marcadas como cuando, mientras, antes, después, para el tiempo que, tan pronto como, perdón, sí, al menos que, etc. So these are all time expressions that after them do not take future. So if they do not take future, they do not take a future in the past. So you use simple past. I already told Mark that when he would arrive, not correct. So we have to say, I already told Mark that when he arrived, we would go out for dinner. Esto sería un equivalente al español. Ya le dije a Marcos que cuando llegue, iríamos a cenar. Si lo razonan bien, es como si fuera un equivalente en estructura a un segundo condicional. El condicional 2 lleva if con pasado de un lado y would del otro lado. No pongo del lado del if el would. Por esa misma razón, no ponemos del lado del when el would, ni de ninguna de las frases, expresiones de tiempo. ¿Ok? Bien, now look at this active passive thing. I knew John would finish the work by 5. This is active. I knew the work would be finished by 5 o'clock. So this is easy. What we are just doing is transforming from active into passive. Well, so that's all about the future in the past. It has um, some aspects to consider, some things that you should not forget, but always remember, if you're narrating in the past, you can never use a word like will or present perfect because you are narrating in the past, unless, of course, you include a dialogue in a written form. And you report like a direct dialogue. But if you're narrating a story and the story is past, all tenses should be in the past. Also, the future ones. Well, I hope you liked this explanation and it was helpful and useful. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Suscríbanse a mi canal. Yo los ayudo, ustedes me ayudan. Somos My Newton Lab. Estamos para servirles y para que logren entender inglés de manera mucho más fácil. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.